Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter Critique, where I take a look at a different Kickstarter project every single time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran and give it a grade. And today, I'm very excited to be checking out the 5th most popular project in all of games, that is Cattails, Wildwood Story, a cozy life sim as a feral feline. Lead your colony into a mysterious wildwood, get to know the residents, fall in love, and raise ... So I want to say I really like a lot of what they did here on this main description. First and foremost, they let me know this is for Switch and for Steam. Just how hard is this? I don't understand why some video game companies have such a hard time doing this. Just right there, I immediately know what I'm getting into. I also feel like they really utilize their space well here. So I'm going to be, it's a cat simulator. I get to know the residents of this cat town, fall in love. Like, it's essentially like Stardew Valley, except I'm a cat. And I'm in. That sounds cool. The only thing I would say, fun in 2 hours, like, whatever. I imagine if we're hitting stretch goals or something like that, that'd be a lot more exciting. I'm sure there's some information I think would be more useful than fun in 2 hours, because, let's be honest, you know, we know how the green bar system works here. You know, most of the people who are backing this project are not new to Kickstarter. They understand, yeah. Actually, wow. Wow, that's a great number right there, 488 people. Kudos to them. They're doing something right to bring in that many new people to their project. But, as always, when I go in the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go. Wow, it's really nice art.
Long ago, you brought peace to the Cattails. You restored the balance. Now, your colony needs you once more.
It's a kitty. This is as adorable as like an animated movie right now. Now, obviously, this is not in-game footage. This is just cutscenes, but this is really good. Like, it looks great.
When disaster struck,
There we go.
you led them out of the wreckage and into a new world, filled with prey to hunt, herbs to forage, and mysteries to unravel. Our new home, the Wildwood, has everything a cat could need to live a bountiful life. What we cannot find in the forest, we will use our paws to nurture and grow. Together, we can build a new place for all cats who seek opportunity and adventure. They will come from far and wide to join us when they see what a wondrous home you've created in the wilderness. We can delve deep and uncover the dark...
So about the only thing that I would say here is I actually want to go back and I want to read the text, but I was too busy. Like, there's a lot being conveyed just right this second where it's like, I want to read this, I want to listen to her, and I want to see what's on the screen and see what's going on. I want to look at the gorgeous artwork. There's a lot to focus on right now. I have hypothesized that you would come say hello. Yes, I was off by a few hours, but I'm still refining my method. By the way, I'm a doctor. There's nothing more important in life than winning. Everything's a competition. So, and now they're showing us, you know, how there's going to be different personality traits for all these different cats, which makes sense.
In the wilderness, we can delve deep and uncover the dark secrets of the Wildwood. It'll take a lot of...
So it looks, yes, it is the farm sim with the dungeon, but with cats.
hard work. But when we band together, there is nothing that can stop us. Along the way, you might even make a new friend. And maybe, just maybe, start a romance that will last a lifetime.
Get it on. Seduce
Who
cats
knows what
as
the
a
future
cat.
holds? Your colony is counting on you. What will be our Wildwood story?
Okay. I get the gist of it. I imagine we're going to a personal touch now? Either that or tell me about the pledge levels. That'd be cool, too. Personal
Hi,
touch. Okay.
I'm Tyler, lead developer at Falcon Development. I'd like to welcome you to the Kickstarter campaign for my latest project, Cattails, Wildwood Story, a cozy life sim as a feral feline. This new title is the standalone sequel to my previous game Cattails, but if you have...
So that's great. I immediately like the fact that he mentioned this is the standalone sequel. I almost would like that a little bit earlier, but hey, no bigs. I like the fact that he mentioned that. So it's like, can you do it? I feel more comfortable because, yes, you've done a game before, and this is, in fact, a sequel to that game. Standalone, though.
Haven't played the first game, don't worry. Anyone can jump right in and enjoy Cattails Wildwood Story.
I also love that as well. I hammer on a lot of Kickstarters because I feel like there's a fine line in a situation like this that you have to balance, which is appealing to new people who have no idea about the original Cattails and appealing to the people who love the original Cattails. And so he's like, nope, you don't have to know anything about the original, though. We're just letting you know that because we are great at making games.
Without prior experience with the series. Back in 2016, I began development of Cattails in my college dorm room. I later left my job as a software engineer to pour my time and energy completely into the development of the game. Over the next few years, my wife and I worked very hard to bring our vision for Cattails to life, alongside the help.
So, I don't know if this is the thing I would choose to be in the upper right-hand corner, considering we just saw it, like, 2 minutes ago. I feel like there's something else, like maybe just showing me development process. So something else could be, I think, better utilized in that right square.
Of an army of backers on Kickstarter. Our Kickstarter campaign for the first Cattails was an amazing success, raising over 10 times our funding goal. With the support of our community, we were able to finish Cattails on time, and include several additional features, such as custom colonies and additional marriageable cats, and even bring the game to the Nintendo Switch. Since that time, hundreds of thousands of fans have had the chance to become a cat and enter the captivating world of Cattails.
And I bet you that's where that 500 probably came from, something like that. Was a lot of people probably played the original game, maybe on the Switch or something like that, and now they pick. That's great. Anytime that I see a company that's getting that many new people to sign up, I'm immediately impressed, because it's like nobody wants to sign up for something new. You don't want to have a new, thing in your email, a new password to remember. But they signed, nearly 500 people up. That's fantastic.
Today,
and the longer Kickstarter is around, the more that number gets impressive to me, because those are 500 people who, for the last decade, said, no, I'm not using Kickstarter. Maybe they didn't even know about Kickstarter, and now they're on Kickstarter. That's fantastic.
We're back on Kickstarter once again, asking for your support to help us bring our vision for this ambitious new project to life. Our plan for Cattails Wildwood Story includes reimagined mechanics, new features, and an assorted cast of fresh and familiar faces. We've started from scratch, reworking and rebuilding everything, so that we can move the series forward in fun and unexpected ways. We are so proud of the progress we've made on the game already, but I know that with your support, we can go farther and create a satisfying experience for cat and video game lovers everywhere. Please read more about our game below, and consider backing if you like what you see. There's some exclusive rewards up for grabs if you do. I'd also encourage you to wishlist Cattails Wildwood Story on Steam and share our campaign with your friends. With your help, we can bring the game to life and enter the Wildwood together. Thank you.
That was, I will say, and I felt like that was a little bit stiff, I don't think it would detract from most people, but just liven it up, loosen your shoulders a little bit, because it was noticeable. That being said, I still like the personal touch there. It was good. And then I'm going to make a prediction as well, that the original Cattails was not that well received, but was like one of those games where people are like, it could have been so good. Based on how he said, I'm just gonna take a stab in the dark here. I'm gonna guess a 67 Metascore, 75. Okay, never mind. So that's I'm 8% off. That's not so 6.9 user score. Yeah, so that kind of tells me it's like, yeah, this thing was really good, but it could have been great. Like it could have been great. And that I'm gonna guess is why a lot of people are now excited about this. It's taking that game to the next level. Cattails is a cute, lighthearted RPG that revolves around hunting. A bit monotonous after a while. The game isn't very exciting. Is meant more for relaxing gaming. And I will say from that video, it definitely felt like it was just supposed to be a chill game. But the bottom line is, can you do it? I don't even need to check this. You've done it. We'll check in the comments to make sure you didn't rob people or kick their cats or something like that. But no, 269 comments, we're good. Okay, so do I want it? It looked adorable, and I think if you're the target market for this, yes. If you're not the target market for it, I don't feel like this one's going to move the needle for you, but you could say that about most video games. So I think for the target market, yes. I think they're going to be excited. It's like, Harvest Moon or what's that? Not the big popular one, but with cats in it. Like, that's so cool. Wish listed up on Steam. I do like that. That's clickable. Great. Lead your colony of cats to the mysterious Wildwood. So what do I want right now? Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? Hopefully we don't beat around the bush when we get to the price. Also, if they're also on these systems, why not update this to just why not just move this left and bam, you have both of them. I know you want to show off those creepy eyes there, but I mean you can still squeeze the eyes in. Just seems like a no-brainer to me if it's on those two other systems as well. Welcome to the Kickstarter for Cattails. You do cat stuff. You talk to cats. I got it. We saw the thing. Harvest Moon, that Animal Crossing, Rune Factory, and Wolf created a unique cat-themed experience. And this all looks really solid. Stretch goal, Cattails, Wildwood Story, 100% funded. Your help bring the game to life. So we do. We have stretch goals unlocked. Collect rare human artifacts and donate them to Glimmer's Museum. Okay. Cool. They gave me enough information to know this is essentially just going to be some more collectibles around the map, and I'm totally cool with that. Maybe a little bit of backstory, a little bit of lore. Maybe they can play into the characters and whatnot there. Solid. Meet your new neighbor will add an extra NPC for you to befriend or romance. That's fantastic in a game like this. You know, the more interesting people in the community, the more interesting the game is, I do believe. New game plus generations. Keep the adventure going by starting a new game as one of your kittens. You'll begin again with some special bonuses. So now they're talking about kind of similar to that one Kingdom Builder, whatever the heck it is, 3. The one where you play as just a family, and you're trying to keep your family lineage alive and in power and stuff. Cool. Rival marriages. Certain colony cats may eventually get together and have their own kittens. So other people in the community, random NPCs, are going to now start... Interesting. That's cool. That would definitely give the game some... an interesting aspect. That's a $50,000 stretch goal. I don't know if it's that exciting, though. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I can't think of another game where that really happens. So, you know what? I take that back. That's pretty cool. Alright, so, solid, more goals to come. It's an adorably silly game, but one that's also a lot of fun. So that sounds like they actually have played the game. I'd make this clickable. Like Stardew Valley, except cats. That's the name I was trying to think of. Yeah, that sounds more like a preview one. And let's check. So they played this. I just want to make sure. IGN, Cattails. Now, is this a quote about the old game or the new game? That's my question. The IGN quote. So, this is praise for Cattails. So this is praise for the original. Got it. There's a cat fighting ghosts. Why isn't this in every game? Cattails adorable, follows in the paw print of other charming. And so they're actually using quotes, solid quotes. It's a calming, restorative game that stands in the ground against the big boys and the sit down and play. Okay. Play plus overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. I thought that seems like it should be clickable. Story. Once upon a time, cat stuff. There was cat stuff, and then the cats did things, and there was cat stuff. More cat stuff. I just want the price. I'm just here for the price. I know I can go over here easily and do it, but on mobile or on iOS, which is a large portion of the people who browse on Kickstarter, they don't see that. And so now I'm waiting for the price. I get it. I want to explore this cat world. I'm in. I think if you're, oh, this is all the different cats. Okay, cool. Different cats. This is going to be an unlocked cat, maybe. Oh, a thing. What is this? Oh, that's an alchemist cat. Hey, there's more cats. This is a lot of cats. This is probably the most cats I've ever seen on a Kickstarter page. By a mile. I am so over this. I just want the price. Cool, there's hunting. Neat. There's more cats. Just cats. Oh, a snake. Hey, there was a snake for a second. And a grumpy cat. There's cats. There's cats. Can I just get to the pledge levels, please? So I know how much your game is? Because I imagine it's going to be a pretty good price. And there's just more cats. Decorate stuff, cats. This is just so long. And don't get me wrong. This is all great stuff to have in a Kickstarter campaign. I just think you should have it after, the crucial information that people need to know. You want to go into the weeds about every single aspect of the game and whatever's all in the game. Great, but I need the price. Because a lot of people are just going to go you know what? I like that. I like the idea of this. Stardew Valley with cats. I see a lot of cats. Artwork looks great. Looks solid. You got a track record. Let's go. Give you $15, $25, whatever the hell the price is. But right now, you're just beating around the bush. You just need the price. Yeah, I go to the mines. Played Stardew Valley. I get it. Oh, mole. Cool. Sells you stuff. Great. That makes sense thematically. Find interesting stuff in the mine. There's a coat studio. Of course. Got to change your cat's appearance. Got to change your cat's coat. Like that music. I'm not clicking. I'd like to make some money off this. Probably not going to because of that nice music. Anywho, you can check out the music. This is all great stuff. Hey, Player rewards buried so far down. 15 minutes into the campaign. Get your copy of the game. It's some awesome. So, $1 digital wallpaper. Imagine that one's not very particular. You know what? Your wallpaper's actually, your pictures are so gorgeous, maybe. $20 gets you the game key and a pet rainbow firefly. I wish I knew what that was or why that was cool. I get, like, that's why these pledge areas, like, this is a great image to have. Don't get me wrong. I think this is a really solid image. But, just, I'd like to know what all this stuff means. And I know maybe as I go further down, you'll explain it all, but just combine it. Game key, so the pet rainbow firefly. That's a $20 one. And honestly, I would put that on the main image potentially too. $20 for a Switch game about Harvest Moon and cats. Like, boom. Sounds great. And you get your own digital Kickstarter exclusive or whatever firefly thing. Then we get to $35, and I get a pet Mulber. Wow, I wish I knew what that meant. And I get my name and credits and original soundtrack. So I paid 15 extra bucks for the soundtrack, my name and credits. The name and credits of what's Pet Mulber? I don't know. Beta access. Here we go. Now we're talking $50. So that's a $50 level. And $70 gets you the alpha access. I will say, this is a really nice chart. Add a name to the pool. Whoa, totally have no clue what that means. Sure not getting that one. Like, it's just how, like, put a little description, put a picture. Let each one of these be their own separate little star. You know, spotlight all the different pledge levels. Holographic sticker, physical soundtrack, and a Crumpy plush, and then a cat statue and a temple. Okay. Please note, the Standard Edition Nintendo Switch tier will not receive the Pet Rainbow Firefly. So there isn't actually a Kickstarter exclusive thing for the Switch. Okay. That's a bit disappointing, but whatevs. Get a digital copy on Steam when the game is released. Digital wall, and I'm assuming I get the game keys for Switch. Alright, so let's go check over here. $1, just want pictures of the kid, he's got it. $18, you said it was $20. Oh, this is the early bird. Got it. Early bird. Take backs. Okay, $18, cool. We got 444 people who want the game. 47 people who not quite get. I never understand this, but they're still backing it for the $2 extra. Good, maybe they want to support you more. I don't know. Standard Edition Nintendo Switch. Okay, this is actually pretty clean and clear. Like that. 150. Now they don't have the early bird on the Switch. That's a bit disappointment. Or does this one include the Switch digital? Get a digital copy. Could that be a digital Switch copy? Standard Edition. Get a digital copy. Yeah, I'm assuming that means the Switch copy as well. So now that's immediately in my head as the question. And once again, this would have been a great thing to include on this, this pledge area. The game key, plus the Pet Firefly Rainbow. This is for the Switch. This is for the Steam. This is for this thing's only for this thing. Like, you could have conveyed it so much better. And I just go look at some of the most popular tabletop games projects not right now, because it's really soft right now, but some of those popular ones ever. And you'll just see, like, in my personal opinion, the best way to do pledge levels with the rectangles, because it's what most people do. It just looks really good and it allows you to convey a lot of information. So we have the Deluxe Edition Early Bird, 380 people. Wow. Awesome. Then we got 338. We got the Beta Edition, 28 backers. We got the Alpha Edition, Founders Edition, the Early Bird. No, this is the Access, right? Is this the Early Bird? Founders Edition. Well, I don't even know the damn name. Okay. What is it? So this is the Beta Edition. So assuming this is the Alpha Access. It excludes Alpha. Okay. So yes, I had to read there. And this is 254 backers. Then Founders Edition, Alpha Access. So this is the non-Early Bird, which once again, 28 backers. Okay. NPC Game Giver. That seems like a thing maybe they did on Discord. We're like, hey, let's take that so it inflates the numbers a little bit if you can afford it. Kind of thing. I'm just speculating there, but that seems like a cool thing. NPC Name Giver. And this is the add a name to the pool. Okay. 41 backers took that. So this is a banger. People are still backing this. You can tell these are good pledge levels because they're all evenly distributed. Maybe not evenly distributed, but all of them have pledges taken from them. It's not like this one has 1 or 3. They all have great numbers. So kudos to them for knowing their market. Digital awards. Oh, so here, this is the stuff. Yeah, like if we could just mush this together with this, just beautiful. 6 high-resolution wallpapers. Great. The Pet Rainbow. Summon the legendary Rainbow. This in-game item is a pet pre-release exclusive item, but only for Steam. Pet Molbert. Summon minor Shormer Molder whose sensitive nose can sniff out nearby diamonds. This in-game pet is a so that is actually a really good like gameplay thing. Awesome. Original soundtracks. Name in the credits. Alpha access, beta access, add a name to the pool. Yeah, this would be so great if we just smush together this with the price. You know, so this first pledge level gets you this. And then the second pledge level gets you the digital wallpapers. And then like a big plus symbol. Game key. Pet Rainbow Firefly and Pet Rainbow Firefly, which will be usable and blah, blah, blah. Customizable cat statues. Create a custom metal cat statue that will be displayed in-game at the Temple of the Forest Guardian. Ooh, that's actually a really stinking cool one. That's awesome. Physical rewards. Holographic sticker. Groovy holographic sticker to show off your love. Original soundtrack, Crampy plush. Okay. So these are physical rewards. So hopefully there's a shipping section. At least you mentioned somewhere, I guess, in the add-ons. Add-ons. So you get the Switch game, $20. Digital copy, $10. Oh, that's the original one. Yeah, it makes sense to sell that because that's just easy money for them. Cattails 1 Kickstarter exclusive colors, Steam only. What is this? Steam keys for 2 highly exclusive colors for your cat to wear in Cattails 1. Okay. Pet Rainbow Firefly. Oh, so now you're telling me about this Pet Rainbow Firefly. Cool. That's neato. And then, oh, here's the mine. Pet Molbert. Now, this is what I'm talking about. That looks awesome. Physical reward bundles. Oh, that's the plush. Looks great. Looks good. Matches the person. Great stuff. Sticker. Shiny. Community content is being built with the community in mind as developers have been constantly inspired by the creator of some of our titles, most dedicated players, several key elements. So here's the platforms. The alpha, beta, and full releases of the game will be provided through Steam. That's awesome. This is what I love to see. It just makes me feel super comfortable. Not to mention, Can You Do It? I felt super comfortable with right from the jump. I think they did a great job of showcasing that. Art and branding, you tell me where the money goes. Here's the team. Great stuff, stuff. Clicks. Why Kickstarter? Thank you. So they don't have anything on shipping. But since they're add-ons, I guess I can give that one a pass. But that would be nice to know. Just like, what's the shipping? Is it like $8 for the United States, $10, whatever. And all around the world. Okay, so lots of questions here. Not a big fan of this. I'd reload it. I'd organize it personally, how Reload from Colossal Games does it. And if you see how they do it, it's just like, oh, that just seems like a great way to do it. Where essentially, if my question is the 11th question down, I have to read through 11 questions before I can even get to mine. Other than back in their games, ways I can put. I've seen YouTubers and streamers play the game already. Can I help us to play right now? We sent out early review copies to certain content creators to help get the word out about the project. This press demo is not available to everyone. It's distributed on a case-by-case basis. If you are a content creator who is interested in playing the game for your audience, please submit an application. That's cool. That's neat. All right. What about multiplayer? This better be a no. This better be a hard no. Will be a single-player only experience. Yeah, I was going to say, if you just snuck in multiplayer here in the FAQ, that's a full point. Great job. So good. They're like, no, single-player only. Okay. Disappointing answer, but I would rather have that answer than find out that, oh, you just didn't mention it. New game plus unlocked. Wow, that's a, what? Oh, that's the new game mode. The new, so, good afternoon. So, yeah, let's check out these updates. 17 comments, 11 comments, 15 comments, 10 comments. So they got some engagement here. Not an amazing amount of engagement, considering it's 1,847 people, but way more than I've seen a lot of other people have. You know, I routinely see Kickstarters, $50,000 to $100,000, and they're getting 0 comments, 1 comment, 2 comments on their thing. So clearly they're doing something here to get people talking. Let's see what they're doing. This is the most popular. Good afternoon, Cattails community. I just came back from lunch to discover that we did it. We hit a $100,000 funding mark, and you know what that means. You've unlocked stretch goal number 3, the New Game Plus. We'll add a feature to the game where you can select one of your kittens to start a new save file. You'll begin as the grown-up version of that kitten, and we'll start with several bonuses. Of course, the campaign is not over yet. We've still got 29 days. Oh, and then the rival marriages. Here we go. If we achieve 150k in pledges, we'll add rival marriages to the game. Several predetermined pairs of NPCs may end up together someday if you choose to not pursue either of them. That's cool. Some of those NPC couples will even have their own kittens together who will live in your colony and can be befriended. So, potentially, different arcs and characters that you might see from one game and never see, again in 3 or 4 games down the line because of X, Y, and Z. That's really cool. And Awesome. Well, once again, floored by the support, Kickstarter friends. Also, we've heard several might like plushies. Then you should definitely want to check out our friends at Stray Fawns Studios' latest Kickstarter program for the plushies. Excuse me. Niche, a genetic survival game merchandise, has been requested by fans for a long time now. Is finally running what? Merchandise has been requested by fans for a long time now. Now, Stray Fawn Studio is finally running a merch Kickstarter with tons of niche-themed goodies like plushies. That's so weird. I guess, they probably came to this arrangement to say, hey, you scratch my back, you're scratch, and hopefully we'll send people your ways. And I do like that. I honestly don't know why more board game companies don't do stuff like this. It does look a little bit hokey, but if it fits, like this, the plushies, it's a cat plushie. Like, I feel like that fits. All right, that's all for you. So let's see. This keeps getting better. Proud to be a part of this. Proud to be a part of the Kickstarter. I was just thinking the other day how nice it would be if the Colony Cats would be cut together. And this is great. They're getting some engagement here. I really do think that, here's what I would challenge you to do. Ask them a question. So, we got a long way to go to our $150,000. But if we hit it, we would like to know, what would the community like to see in the future? What neat idea would you like to see, implemented into the game? Let us know in the comments below. We'll discuss it. We'll talk about it. Maybe we vote on it in the second one. So then you got 2 updates pretty much. And maybe this is just the plan for the next stretch goal. So if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But, just bringing people a little bit more engaged. You don't have to use all the ideas. Obviously, some are going to be outlandish, like give everybody a T-shirt or some crap like that. But still, I think you clearly have an audience that you could get some great engagement from, it looks like. So, 206 comments. The first game was my favorite. I really can't wait to bring my character back for this game, hoping the mossy... Okay. I think a multiplayer stretch goal would be awesome. Yes, these are people who you didn't ask to talk about your stretch goals, talking about your stretch goals. That's what I'm saying, just asking people. Love it. They said they think multiplayer would be a cool idea, and they knew people wanted it, but it'd probably take a few years and a lot of money. Here's a developmental road map. Cool. I hope we can get 31,000. Okay. So lots of people in here responding every once in a while. So it looks like some decent customer service going on there. So, final grade for Cattails. And let's see, what's the breakdown? United States versus everywhere else in the world. Just out of curiosity. U.S. to, wow. Huge. Huge difference there. But Melbourne, Australia, coming in strong with 24 backers. What the hell's that about? Go Melbourne. Anywho, Cattails, Wildwood Story, a cozy life sim as a feral feline. What's my final grade? Let's go over it in my head. Do I want it? I feel like if I'm the target market for the game, yes, I do. It's a very simple premise, but the artwork looked drop-dead gorgeous. Then you went into the gameplay, and it looked like there was a wide variety of relaxing gameplay. I think the music they chose was just very relaxing and peaceful. And while it's not a game for me, my personal play style, I shouldn't say that. I have a pretty diverse play style. I could jam on this on Switch, I think. But yes, I think if you're the target market, yes. If you're not the target market, then no. I don't think anything about this was like, oh my god, I gotta get this. But that's a really hard sell, as it is. So can you do it? Yes, I felt very comfortable. I felt like you did a great job showcasing it. And then we went to the personal touch, where you talked about, how this is the second one of the series, and all the other good stuff, and I felt comfortable with that. So can you do it? Yes, no issues there. How much is it? Price? Reasonable? $20. I don't think it's a great price. But $18 for the Uber, I don't think it's a terrible price. I don't think it's a bad price. So I feel like it's reasonable. No shipping information for the add-ons. That's a little bit annoying. Also, how much are the add-ons? Did you tell me that? I think you probably told me that, and I just glossed over. God, I gotta go through all the cats again. That's one thing right there. The story. I was not a big fan of how long it took to get to the prices. And then, yeah, the pledge level themselves. The organization is just... It's one step away from being just great. Okay, so the add-ons here, they do have the price very clearly delineated, but it doesn't have all the add-ons. Where's the plush? There's a plush, right? Yeah, where's the plush add-on? Oh, this is its own reward bundle. No, this isn't a bundle. There's no physical reward bundle here. So you're not saying a pledge is a bundle. You're saying this is an add-on that I get the physical things. Okay, so you're making me buy all 3 of the physical things together, it looks like. I don't know, though, because you don't have the price listed. That's so bizarre that you would have the price listed for the other ones, but not for that one. So I am going to go with a half-point grade drop, because, that's just so bizarre there. And the story really dragged before it got to the prices, to the point where I was just like, all right, I'm skipping this point. I just want to know the prices. But overall, I felt like it was a really, really solid campaign, and I was super impressed by just the fact that they were able to bring, 500 new people to Kickstarter. That is the primary, it's one of every, 3 or 4 of the people in there. That's really impressive. So at the end of the day, I think I'm going to go with an A- for Cattails Wildwood Story, a cozy life sim as a feral feline. I felt like they did a really solid job with this one. Maybe a couple organization things here and there. But I think for their target market, they really crushed it. And I think that shows with the even distribution of the pledge levels. The people who you aren't even asking questions, they're still just talking. They're excited. They're engaged. Not 1, but 2, 3, 4 updates in. Typically the way this shakes out with a project like this where you're not really engaging people, you're not asking them questions, is this number's the highest because we're like, we succeeded, we love it, we're excited. And then these start to just trickle off, and they're not doing that. They're actually going up a little bit, so hopefully they can get even more engagement there. But I'm going to go with an A-. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for Cattails, a Wildwood Story. And as always, if you're enjoying this content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below as I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers this year to celebrate my 10-year anniversary of making YouTube content. Wow, I had to double check that. 10,000, that sounds like such a big number. But it is. That's awesome. Yeah, go me. Sorry.